2 finals losses, 1 phantom goal, and a drought that has now stretched over 20 years with no end in sight. Most Flames fans talk about 1989 like it was the promised land. But what does not get talked about enough are the players who carried this franchise through everything surrounding it. The losses that came before it, the heartbreak that followed. Today we are going to trace it all the way back to where it started. Let's start in 1986, post 5 years of early playoff exits and rebuilding. Calgary is a young, hungry team. They've got Al MacInnis on the blue line, Lanny McDonald up front, and a chip on their shoulder, because right next door in Edmonton, the Oilers are setting up a monster dynasty. From 1983 until 1990, either the Oilers or the Flames represented the Campbell Conference in the Stanley Cup Final. Think about that. 2 Alberta teams trading punches on the biggest stage in hockey, though Edmonton getting a lot more licks in with 6 appearances in that stretch. It's a golden era of hockey in Alberta, and Calgary is trying to get right in the middle of it. In 1986, the Flames do something remarkable. They upset the Oilers in 7 games when the series-winning goal came when an errant clearing attempt by Steve Smith ricocheted off goaltender Grant Fuhr's leg and into his own net. Steve Smith, a man who scored on his own goalie, on his birthday, in a Game 7. So the Flames go to the finals riding that chaos energy, and they run into the Montreal Canadiens. They lost the Stanley Cup Finals in 5 games. Not just any Habs team either. This was Patrick Waugh's first Cup run. The Flames got swept aside, 4-1. Filed away, noted. They would remember that. Now before continuing, yes, there is a championship in this story, 1, and it matters because without it, none of the rest hurts the way it does. In 1989, the Flames were locked in. Best team in the NHL that year. 54 wins, President's Trophy. They rolled through the playoffs and met the same Montreal Canadiens who had beaten them 3 years earlier. This time it went the other way. Calgary won in 6 games. Al MacInnis took home the Conn Smythe. Lanny McDonald lifted the cup in his final NHL game. 1 championship. 1 moment where everything came together. And if you want more behind this success story, that is in a different video. What matters here is what came after. Because the window swiftly closed, and it stayed shut for a very long time. 15 years of nothing. The Flames fared poorly following their cup win, failing to win another playoff series until 2004, a span of 15 seasons during which they missed the playoffs 8 times, 8 missed playoff and 7 first-round exits. The team that had 2 President's Trophies in back-to-back years just fell apart. Regular season success was rare yet present, with them finishing in either first or second place in their division 4 times between 1991 and 1995, only to lose to a lower-seeded team in their first playoff series. Theo Fleury was carrying the offense. Then Jarome Iginla showed up and tried to carry the whole franchise on his back. And still, nothing. Near misses, early exits, and a city slowly losing faith. And then 2004 happened. And this is where the curse framing really starts to stick. Perhaps hoisting a cup in the Montreal Forum, the cathedral, angered the hockey gods. The team returned to the postseason in 2004, making an unlikely trip to the finals, during which the team captured its 3rd Clarence Campbell Bowl by winning the Western Conference Championship and becoming the first team in NHL history to defeat 3 division winners. Let me repeat that. The first team in NHL history to knock off 3 division winners in a single playoff run. The Vancouver Canucks, the Detroit Red Wings, who had the President's Trophy, and the San Jose Sharks. Done, done, done. Then they met Tampa Bay. The series goes 7 games. All of the final 4 games are decided by 1 goal each. It's everything you want from a Stanley Cup Final. Game 6 happens. In the 3rd period of Game 6, the Flames seemed close to winning the Stanley Cup on home ice when the puck was deflected off the skate of Martin Gelinas. In a controversial decision, referees ruled that Tampa Bay goaltender Nikolai Khabibulin had stopped the goal, and the Flames ended up losing in overtime. Here's the kicker that most people miss. The goal would have made Gelinas the only player in NHL history to score the winning goal in every playoff series. Every single series, he had done it in every round, and the one that would have been the greatest was waved off. They would go on to lose 2-1 in Game 7 in Tampa Bay. That's it. That's the moment. The non-goal, the ghost puck. The thing Flames fans still see in their sleep. So what do we make of all this? The Flames have been to 3 Stanley Cup Finals. They lost in 5 games to a legendary Canadian squad in '86. They got their revenge in '89, being one of 2 teams to ever win the Cup at Montreal's Forum. They lost in 7 games, on a controversial call, to Tampa Bay in 2004. Since 2004, it's been over 20 years. No finals appearance. The 2003-04 postseason run, where they made the Stanley Cup Finals, still stands as one of their highlights in the past 2 decades. Is it a curse? Probably not literally, but the pattern is undeniable. A franchise that has been genuinely good, sometimes elite, more than once, that has knocked off dynasties, won president's trophies, built cultures, and somehow the cup keeps slipping through. And now, a full rebuild. New players coming through, new hope, but the same question hanging over the Saddle Dome that's hung there for 2 decades. Is this the year they finally get back?